All right, that's good. Just trying to clear out the mosquitoes.
Pick up over here. Oh, which one?
Oh, this is a factory frame rail delete car.
Yep.
But how the hell did the gas tank survive? Ugh.
Coming down.
Go ahead. Oh, that sounded horrible. It's just frame rail crunching.
Tail panel.
Huh?
There, might as well get a jack underneath.
That one's got air in it.
That just kind of caught my attention when I was standing over there. Oh, yeah, I'd run.
Yeah, that one's good.
Well, that's no fun.
Yeah. Yellow 318 AC, 8-track radio, 3-speaker car. You know, that rear floor has like no rust in it. But then the back of the car is totally screwed. And the front of the car. Oh wow, I see daylight up by the dimmer switch, or the high beam switch. Oh man, this car is bad.
You got the WD-40 right there too.
Yeah.
All right.
Go this way a little bit.
Okay.
Keep going, Colton. Keep going. Colton. Still. Perfect. Attaboy.
Mosquitoes.
Yeah.
They're back?
That is on the, or was in the shop.
Yeah, but that didn't match the numbers.
This frame rail is completely missing, but the gas tank survived.
So it's possible, right?
What do you think, Colton?
Something by the way.
Huh?
Off down there.
Off down there? Oh, it rotted away? Colton said the car rotted away.
Yeah. Here you go, Chris.
Riding shotgun in a Charger that ain't been ridden in 28 years. It's got floor ventilation. It's got rear frame rail delete option too. It's here. Finally got the car. It's loaded up. This is actually a pretty badass car. Saved it from it. Well, actually, I can't say we really saved it from its 28-year resting spot because it's going to sit here for probably another couple years or more. I have a lot of cars in front of this one, so this one's going to sit for a minute. But this is a pretty bitchin' car. I have a 68 RT 4-speed car. Now I have a 69 RT 4-speed car. Not really crazy about the triple green, which is a triple green car, which means this car had a green vinyl top, green paint, and green interior. So, yeah. It won't be when I'm done with it. I'll probably make this car F6 green, white top, white interior. Yeah, it's just not too crazy about triple green. It's F8 too, so it's not really that too badass of a color. Some people like F8 green, which I've seen it on cars. It does look too bad on some cars, but I don't know. I think that bright green metallic would be cool, white top, just so I can keep it true to green, but more of a bitchin' color. The car's got issues. Yeah. Let's run through the issues real quick. So first off, the rocker. It's going to need a rocker, and it's going to need a torsion support. Yeah, torsion support's kind of crusty, and on the other side, it's even worse. Yeah, you can see it over there. See all that air in that where it's supposed to be metal? Yeah, not supposed to be able to see through that. Floors are junk. Quarters are junk. Fenders are junk, and these aren't even the original fenders. If you look, there's blue here. So, which leads me to think it was in a wreck. And upon further inspection, which you see, there's more blue paint on this thing here. See, there's blue there. Upon further inspection, looking at this car, I find the frame rail buckled right there. So, yeah, gonna have to put a frame horn on it. And if you look at this rocker, not terrible. This one's got a dent in it. It's probably got a little bit of issues, but I don't think this rocker here needs to be replaced. But yeah, there's that torsion support. This Titanic. All right. One of the main things I see in these quarters is see the back end of this car? Well, half of this car is not original. So actually, when you say half, I say a quarter. Right here, someone has spliced in the whole left section of this car from a donor. If you look right here, see there's a weld right there, and that's all Bondo. So that's weld. And look, there's red paint here, red paint here. Yep. So then you look at the car, oh look, you see there's red paint right there. So I'm like, well, what the hell? Then I find, see all that weld right there? Someone has patched in the whole left rear section, wheelhouse and all. See, there's more weld right there. More booger weld there. They didn't do terrible right here. It's not great, but for back in the day when this car was repaired, these cars weren't worth a whole lot. So someone actually took the time to fix this car, which is good, because this car probably would not exist anymore. Probably would have been crushed if someone didn't take the time to fix this car. So I applaud them for that. They did fix it. You can see where they had patched it under here. The car actually is, the frame rails on this car actually aren't too bad. They're pretty good. Needs a trunk. I'm gonna have to put a tail panel on it because I don't like the splicing of two tail panels. Gonna have to put a rear valance on it because that's junk. So, back window doesn't look terrible. Of course, I haven't really dug into it. I see a little bit of hole right there, but that's not too bad. Yeah, so it's gonna need some work and a bunch of pennies. But see, it's non-AC, which you couldn't get AC with a 4-speed car anyway. But actually, we'll show you the 4-speed hump. Oh, true console 4-speed car. So that's the console bracket right there. Console, that's the console bracket, and there's the 4-speed hump. And then you have the 4-speed pedals. And this still has the keys in it. That's pretty sweet. It's a non-tack car though. It's just a clock. This car has 105,000 miles on it. So usually the typical death of these old cars is 100,000 miles. That's usually about when the cars fell apart or stopped running, motors burned up. So yeah, but how bitchin' is that? 69 RT 4-speed car. Dana. Oh, and the Dana's missing. Yep, someone had robbed the Dana out of it and replaced it with just an 8 3/4. So it's missing a lot. And it's missing the grill. But I got a grill. At that last Mopar auction, I bought a 4-speed console and I bought a grill. So that's for this car. Go take a look at the yellow one. It's just a cool image right there, walking up to a Charger sitting in a grassy field. The tree seed or tree pollen floating in the air. Sweet. All right. So this is actually found out this is actually a white hat special. So this is another yellow white hat special, 69. I know white hat special, typical vinyl top is white. This one, black. So, but this is a true white hat special. That's what it says on the fender tag. Get it. Yeah, it won't open. Anyway, this car here is pretty foobarred. It's pretty junk. So let's just go in the trunk here. We have no rear frame rails, no trunk support, no nothing. We have a gas tank. Yep, the ass end of this car is pretty foobarred. Rear valence, junk. Valence corners, junk. Tail panel, not too bad. Trunk lid, not too bad. Has a little bit of rust right there. Let's see, back window, not too bad. Quarters, obviously junk. Wheelhouses, junk. Let's see. Rockers, what do we got here for rockers? Junk. All right, floors, junk. Seats, not too bad. Dash looks fairly complete. Console console's missing. The rear floor pan is probably the most solid thing on this car. And the roof. And the package tray. Well, pretty much everything in this picture here. Wait, hold on, let me move the camera a little bit this way. There. That's probably the most solid section of this whole car. Because it takes away from the rear frame rails. So the roof is good. Doors are eh. But 318 AC. So yeah, 318 AC, white hat special with a black vinyl top. 8 3/4 rear end, drum brakes. I believe this is manual. No, this is power steering, manual brakes. Look how shiny that bumper is, though. That is awesome. And it has the taller bumper guards. Go ahead and pop the hood here for a second. Ta-da! Pretty much a whole lot of nothing too special. We have a 318 AC radiator. We have inner fenders that are junk. Another inner fender that's junk. A motor that's, well, who really cares? I mean, it's just a 318. The hood looks pretty good. So the hood's not too bad. The grill, not terrible. I mean, grill isn't too bad. I can just patch this section in here. I got some donor pieces. I'll just patch this in, and it won't be too bad after all, actually. Front valence, it's not too bad. Yeah. So the story on this car is that a baser from Grand Forks Air Force Base drove it around and then just kind of left it on the base, just abandoned it. So the guy we got it from, he picked it up. And it sat in his field for 30 years. So that's pretty much it. Guy just abandoned. Can you believe somebody just abandoned a Charger? But, you know, back in the early 80s, mid 80s, late 70s, hell, these cars were dime a dozen. Ooh, look, I think I see a custom, yeah, that looks a little bit deeper than it's supposed to be. So someone's got a custom lower quarter panel passenger. Oh, yep, I see the rivets. So that's not supposed to be that deep. It's way too deep. Yeah, you know what though, actually this was an original 8-track radio car and 3 speakers. So it had 1, 2, 3 speakers in the back, and it had, I'm sorry, 3 speakers in the front, and then it had 2 speakers in the back. You can see the green and black wire there that ran it. Oh, this car is a lot of good parts. Ton of good parts. You know, or what I could do is, I've got a 68 Coronet shell that's got no VIN tag on it, no nothing. It's just somebody that just completely stripped it. So I could drill out the door jamb from the rocker, remove the cord, or probably cut the skin about here, drill out the package tray, the roof rail, or the whole roof section, drill out the A-pillar area, and then I could actually graft this whole top half of the charger onto that coronet platform. I'll just remove everything that's coronet on that other shell that I have. You know, remove the trunk, remove the roof, remove the quarters, and I could actually graft a charger into, or I can actually graft a coronet into a charger, or vice versa. So pretty much this car could still be built fairly cheap. You know, if you went to replace all the metal on this thing, hell, you'd be thousands upon thousands of money in this car. I mean, frame rails, I mean, you're talking a whole, from here back needs everything. The front frame rails, really iffy, inner fender, so here forward needs a lot of metal. Actually, you know what, and from here to here needs a lot of metal. So there is all the metal you're gonna need to replace. Nose to tail. Or you just cut the charger off of it and graft it onto a solid platform. Boom, done. So, and you're still going to be using the charger dash, the charger roof, so you're still saving the car, you're just basically removing everything that's junk. That's kind of why I picked this car up. It's either a parts car, or this could be rebuilt. You know, there's not a whole lot of money in rebuilding a 318 Charger, but it's still a freaking Charger, so you never know. Anyways, badass car, just because it's a Charger still. Sweet. Alrighty, well, off to do more stuff. See you guys later.